Io le giù.
They call it the city different. Spend a little time in Santa Fe, and it's easy to see why. From the adobe architecture that is required by law here, to the world-class art scene, it's clear this is a city unlike any other. In Santa Fe, even the banks and parking garages are unique. Long before it became a popular destination for artists and Hollywood celebrities, though, Santa Fe was home to a tiny community of German Jewish merchants, whose presence was instrumental in helping to bring the city into the modern era.
Well, it was essential to the whole territory's development in terms of making it a moneyed economy. So making it more in tune with the rest of the United States, that they could actually trade and do business with the rest of the United States and not be such a subsistence barter economy.
Stefanie Beninato is a local tour guide who specializes in the Jewish history of New Mexico, and she knows where to find the hidden relics of the city's Jewish past, like this gallery, once home to a Jewish merchant who installed the city's first indoor bathroom.
What they did is put a holding tank up there with a pipe that would help flush the toilet and push the waste down.
The early community was small but influential. There was a time when virtually every other store on the city's main plaza was Jewish-owned. And though the Jewish community wouldn't get around to building a synagogue of their own until 1951, they did contribute substantially to the construction of the city's Catholic cathedral, and the church doorway still bears a mark of that act of friendship.
Jean-Baptiste Lamy, who was our first Catholic bishop here, we call him Lamy. Lamy shows up at Abraham Staub's weekly poker party, sitting morosely over in the corner. At some point, Staub says to him, "What's wrong?" And Lamy goes, "Oh, I'm going to have to shut the cathedral project down again." So Staub asks how much did Lamy need. And Staub just says, "Come to my store tomorrow, I'll give it to you."
The Staubs lived just a few blocks from the cathedral, in a home that has since been integrated into the luxury La Posada resort. Many of the home's original features have been retained, including some that hint of the class aspirations of its former owners.
I think these hinges are to die for. Look at the handles on the door. And we have double locks. It's the 1880s. I mean, people aren't even locking their doors, let alone double locking the door.
A lot has changed in Santa Fe in the last 100 years, but much of what this city has become it owes to those early German Jews. In some respect, it's fair to say that the German Jewish presence kind of helped launch this place into the modern era.
Yes, and yes, I'd say that's an accurate statement for sure.
From Santa Fe, this is Ben Harris reporting.